It's 10 minutes after 7, and thank you for staying with us here on the Morning Rush. My name is Dietician, the Star Boy. And you know, in the month of January, we've been talking about cervical cancer. It is the awareness month for this particular sickness, that is cervical cancer. Today, I want to take a different dimension of that conversation, and we're looking at diet and cervical cancer. Did you know that, the kind of diet that you take may help prevent, a lot of things when it comes to cervical cancer? I guess you didn't know that. That's why we've got Rebecca Attawa Kipo. She's the dietitian, and she's joined us on the set today. So we talk about diet and cervical cancer. Good morning, Rebecca. Welcome. How are you doing?
Good morning. By God's grace, I'm good.
Fantastic.
And you?
I'm good. I'm okay.
Thank God.
Today's 19th, so I'm okay. January is moving fast, so I'm okay. Anyway, cervical cancer. I mean, we've talked about it, that it's a cancer of the cervix, all of that, which is not your fault, so yeah. But diet, how important is diet to, fighting cervical cancer?
Oh, okay. So good morning to your viewers. When it comes to diet and cervical cancer, diet plays a very big role with the prevention and even with the management of cervical cancer.
Okay.
The food you eat every day has a major role that it plays in your body.
Okay.
You eat to grow, you eat to get energy to do the work you do. Same way, you are eating to prevent diseases. And when it comes to the issue of cervical cancer, as discussed earlier on, the cause of cervical cancer is the human papilloma virus, which this virus, when it gets into your system and your immune system is not strong, then it takes opportunity.
Okay.
So recurrent infection can lead to you getting cervical cancer. And now this is where diet plays a major role. Some of the risk factors that can lead you to getting cervical cancer is obesity, then poor diet, poor lifestyle choices. You are not eating well, the nutrients you are taking are not helping you so much. They are filled with empty calories, things that are not going to help you build your immune system. And if you keep eating those things, then you are exposing yourself to getting cervical cancer.
Okay.
Yes.
So the basics of it is that cervical cancer comes with the HPV, that's the human papilloma virus.
Exactly.
And a lot of it is what, when it spreads, becomes, the infection and gets into, becomes cervical cancer.
Yes.
So what do we have to eat to boost our immune system so that can suppress the effects of the HPV, so that it doesn't get to that advanced stage of cervical cancer?
Okay. So when it comes to the food, there are different nutrients that we get from the various foods that we eat.
Okay.
And there are certain key nutrients which are very helpful when it comes to the management of cervical cancer. Nutrients like antioxidants.
Okay.
So when I say antioxidants, it means these are chemical compounds, or these are substances in foods that we eat that are like soldiers. They go to help stop the breakdown or the multiplication of unnecessary cells.
Okay.
So with these antioxidants, most of them are found in our fruits and vegetables.
Okay.
That is where you can get these antioxidants from. So consuming a lot of these things is going to help you prevent the cervical, the human papilloma virus from becoming cervical cancer. Because sometimes you are exposed to it. Maybe first exposure, your immune system is strong. You have a lot of antioxidants and other necessary nutrients, which I will mention later, to help you. So as soon as you get this virus in your system, it's able to clear off with a very strong diet, a very good diet, which will build your immune system. You are able to clear it out of your system.
Okay.
Yes. Then we have other nutrients like the carotenoids, which we can find in our vitamin A food sources.
Okay. So sorry to cut in, but let's hold on to the carotenoids. Carotenoids. So let's hold on to that and go back to the antioxidants.
Yes.
You mentioned that fruits and vegetables. Is it every fruit that will help with that, or you can give specifics so we know exactly what to take?
Specific fruits and vegetables, like we have oranges, which are high in vitamin C. We have pawpaw, which are high in vitamin A and all those ones. We have most of our Ghanaian fruits now. Alansa is in season. That is also yes, that is also very good. That's the mistake we are making when we say fruits and vegetables. Most of us, we are thinking about the foreign ones when the things are right here within us. Then you say, oh, eating healthy is expensive. It's not expensive. It's just about making the right choices, using what is available to you, your local foods, your local vegetables, your local fruits available to you. That is what you should make good use of. And then you can get all the nutrients that you need to prevent cervical cancer.
Okay.
Because most of the time, cervical cancer wouldn't tell you that, oh, maybe you get the HPV virus in your system, then the next day you start showing symptoms. Sometimes it takes years.
As the message, it takes a long time
it takes a long time. Yeah. So if you're able to eat very well, build a strong immune system, same way your nutrition, when it's good, it's going to protect you from some of these things. And you know, Ghanaians, we are not so well informed when it comes to cervical cancer.
Yeah,
As a result, sometimes we take things for granted. We don't even go for screening. We don't even know that there's something called cervical cancer screening that exists. So at least let's try to work on the diet aspects so that it can help prevent us from getting some of those cancers, especially with the cervical cancer.
Okay, so the antioxidants, the oranges, pawpaw, and all the others, the vegetables there, everything would help with that. So now let's go to the
carotenoids that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Yes, so those ones, they are found in, let me say, colorful fruits. Those yes, that's where you can get most of the vitamin A from. And it helps you, it's able to clear the HPV virus from your system. Okay. So having all of this in your meals, at least most people consume 3 meals daily. Trying to include this in your breakfast, lunch, supper will help us be able to get enough of the vitamin A's that we need to help us fight the HPV virus that may get into our system without us knowing. So it's easier including some of these things in our meals daily. Just simply the few things that we eat, we just have to do the good combinations, making sure that everything we eat is well balanced so that we can get this vitamin A that we are talking about from our meals.
Okay, so I was just trying to get online. What are some of these carotenoids, fruits? You know, I've seen tomatoes in there, watermelon. Yes. There's orange bell pepper. There's corn.
Yes.
Grapefruits, broccoli, carrots.
Yes. So when you see these fruits, you see that, just have it in mind that the color red or pink or orange. Okay. So you choose foods that are colorful. So at least when you're eating, your plate should be colorful so that you can get most of these antioxidants and vitamin A food from the meal that you are eating. Okay. At least tomato is the common vegetable in Ghana. So if you can't get the others, make sure you have some tomatoes in your meals. Having a breakfast, maybe you are doing your tea with maybe some brown gold cocoa. You are having some vegetables in addition. So you can include tomatoes, you can have some onions chopped in there and some green vegetables, which I'll talk about later on as well. So you can have these combinations in your meal and they are really going to help you get the major nutrients that are needed to fight cervical cancer. Okay.
Yes. Well, if you just tuned in, we're still talking about diet and cervical cancer with Rebecca Attawa Kipo. She's a dietitian and I'm enjoying this already. Of course, for our women out there, our mothers, our sisters, and I mean, the doctors, when they came, it also mentioned that the guys, we can sometimes also get some things. So please, it is for all of us to boost our immune system so we can, you know, prevent or manage cervical cancer. You can send us your WhatsApp messages 0553 000035 0553 000035. So Rebecca, we've talked about antioxidants, we've talked about
carotenoids, which is from vitamin A.
Okay, that's for vitamin A. Yes. Now, what's next?
We also have what we call folate. Folate and vitamin B12. These are also major nutrients that are needed when it comes to the prevention or even the management of cervical cancer. So with folate, we can get them from foods such as our green leafy vegetables. You can get them from eggs, chicken, all those ones contain some folate in them.
Okay.
So eating a little bit of all these things, you are going to get nutrients. And actually, folate is one of the major nutrients. A lot of research that has been conducted has shown that women who have their folate levels within the normal range, or even who have higher levels of folate, they are less prone to getting the HPV virus compared to women who have less folate levels.
Okay.
So let's try as much as we can to include this few things in our meals. So sometimes when we are cooking, we just say, oh, I just want to be full. But let's be conscious with the nutrients we are adding into our meals. Yes. So, and you see all the various fruits and vegetables I'm mentioning, they are easily found. We use them every day. But sometimes to make a lot out of these vegetables, we need to watch our cooking methods and our preparation methods.
Okay.
They also matter. At least you are not just eating because you want to get folate out of the food. You can get other nutrients aside folate from your green leafy vegetables, which are also very high in fiber, which are very high in iron, in vitamin B12. So sometimes I see that, let's say something like our whole grains, now diet is transitioning so much from let me say the African way of eating, which was so fibrous diet, more of a fibrous diet, to the Western way of eating, which is more of a polished form of food that we take. And this is not really helping us. So sometimes when we are making our meals, we should watch out so that we don't try to take out a lot of the nutrients. Yes, something like overcooking them, sieving them to get the chaff out because we want the food to look so smooth and nice for you to eat. But at least, let me take, for example, millet porridge. A lot of people will want to sieve it, take out the fiber before we prepare it. Millet is also very high in folate and antioxidants, so which is good though. But at least let's make good use of them by not eliminating certain vital nutrients which are good for us.
I think that bit of it, a lot of us do not know that, you know, and because growing up, that's what we've seen.
Yes.
You know, we've seen happen. But you know, it's just like is it orange? Is that way you have to chew the whole thing to get something? But you're growing up, you just have to get, you know, cut it into four. You take it and that's it.
Exactly.
So really, these are some of the things that when we do, it can help manage
the HPV virus from clearing from our system. So all that we are trying to say is eat well to prevent the HPV virus from thriving in your system.
Okay.
When you eat well and you get the virus, it's able to clear off from your system. Continuous, sometimes it can be continuous, but when you have a very strong immune system from the diet that you are eating, it helps cleanse the HPV virus from your system. So we should try as much as we can to have a very good diet, eat well, eat healthy, and you are okay to go when it comes to cervical cancer.
Okay. How about leafy foods? The contumeries, all the other ones?
Yes.
So,
as I said earlier, all those green leafy vegetables like our contumely, spinach, boko boko, how do you call it? Ayoyo, ademe, boma, all those ones, abedru, they are all good. They are all good sources of folate and vitamin B12.
So they fall under folate and vitamin
The cabbages, lettuce, if you want to go exotic, they are all good sources of all these major nutrients that we need to fight the HPV virus, which can lead to cervical cancer. So including them in our meals is a very good thing. Okra and all those ones, at least we take banku with okra soups, the boma, ademe, and all those ones. We take abedru and plantain. They are all good. So let's try as much as we can to include them in our meals.
Yeah, please try as much as possible to do that. The banku, you get some more carbo and you add the other ones to help you out with that. So Rebecca, thank you so much for coming. This has been very, very insightful. And to all ladies out there, make sure that we do that. I know lately we get very busy, you move around town, so you come back, you want to do some quick food, and you're gone. But no, you need to take in lots of these things, the fruits, the vegetables, the green leaves, all of those things to get the nutrients, antioxidants, the
Vitamin A.
Yeah, carotenoids, vitamin A, and also the folates with the B12, vitamin B12, and all of that. Very, very important. Thank you very much, Rebecca, for coming. We'll do this some other time also. So that's it for the conversation. Diet and cervical cancer. It is very important. This month of January is the Cervical Cancer Awareness Month, and we are doing our bit to send out the message that you need to go out there and go check it out for yourself. Go to any hospital. Lots of them actually are doing free screenings and all that. So just step out there, your younger sister, you take them along to the hospital, your daughters, take them along to the hospital so that they can go check. And, it's better to be managed when it is, found earlier in your system.